My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Monster Train. We are going random, Covenant rank 22, until we break through. Ooh, Stygian Awoken, I love that. Starting with a Mollusk Mage as well as 2 Energy Siphons and 2 Steel Enhancers. Be still my beating heart, this is an excellent start. The Great Trader is going to devour our spells, so that's even more reason to try and include Stings. Spike Seal +1 damage per stack, or at the end of the turn, Frozen Cast reduces 0 cost. I'll take Frozen Cast reduces 0 cost. Alright. So, we don't have any powerful spells in this deck yet, but we're very likely to pick one up with the Mollusk Mage. Any of the multi-strike spells like Ice Tornado or Helical Crystallis is significantly better. Obviously, the Energy Siphons are pushing us in that direction. Also, the Sweep Tethys Titanbane could add to that. Also, Steel Enhancer is really good with a unit that already sweeps and sits in the backline. However, if I want to be able to kill bosses easily, that's a different beast entirely. That would be asking for the Chillwind Tethys Titanbane. I do have the ability to prevent Sweep from killing my Tethys using those same Steel Enhancers, which is really nice. Yeah, I think I will take the Chillwind there. Just because I really don't want to leak a bunch of damage on the first... yeah, that's totally fine. I don't want to leak a bunch of damage on the first couple areas just because I don't have anything to counter the bosses with. Okay. The problem with putting the Mollusk Mage down on the top floor is as much as I want to do it, another Train Steward needs to go there instead. So I think what I'm actually going to do is just sack the Mollusk Mage. I'm not going to want to play it when I draw back to it. 2. Okay, hope I get a decent amount of spells in this hand. Oh, 2 Train Stewards in the next hand. Hell yeah. Okay. So I'm going to buff you, I guess. Then it's Train Steward, Train Steward. Really need spells to help us take out that frontliner as well there. Those frontliners, rather. Yeah, I mean, we're almost getting the kill here, but there's nothing that we can do that will actually do it. Oh well, 18 damage taken in order to get a unit draft very early. Yeah, when I'm playing Stygian, I'll take that. Nice Tornado, obviously. Glimmer? Glimmer's not a bad pickup when I have Mollusk Mage. Decent reach. Sure. Titan Sentry, Animus of Will, or Animus of Speed. So I do need to tank in the front line. Is it the Titan Sentry, though? Because healing up that Titan Sentry is going to be hard. Oh, it's not going to be hard! Because we actually have heals! We don't have to rely on armor, because we have Awoken as our second class. Hell yeah. Stygian unit as well as the Merchant of Steel here. Merchant of Steel is looking... Wait, no, I don't want to give spikes to it. Yeah, I don't need to give spikes to the Titan Sentry. Incant gain 1 armor. I actually want more to give it health and then use things like the Glimmer and the Restore with the Mollusk Mage's extra magic power to heal it up. That actually seems like really, really good from the outset already. Let's see what we get here. Interesting. So we have a second thing that we could do instead, which is not put the Mollusk Mage on that floor, for the moment at least. Take the Icy Silophyte, give it an upgrade to give it quick, so that it can actually kill all of the enemy units before they attack my Titan Sentry, which actually gives it healing effectively. This is also more spell weakness to all enemies. Yeah, okay. I'll take that. Take the quick. And I would re-roll here and then go for a... I would re-roll here and then go for either plus 25 health or plus 10 damage very happily on the Titan Sentry and the Icy Silophyte respectively. But we don't have enough money for that. So let's jet. Enemies enter with armor 10. We get a unit draft for killing them. How much do I need the unit draft right now? I was actually trying to turn that on. I think we could have done this. I clicked it. I don't know what happened, but oh well. We should set up on the bottom floor. Let's put a train suit on the top line. Train steward goes on the top line so that... Ooh. Can I afford not to play the Titan Sentry right now in order to get the Collector? What's in the next area? 50 extra gold, Merchant of Steel next to a Pyramanes. Actually, that 50 extra gold matters a lot. But then I have to wait for the next... What can I do? I could go 2 Frozen Lances and a Train Steward. Oh no, it's 1 because it has spell weakness! I'm a daft boy. Okay. Now... Extra sweep for you. Extra spell weak for you. Alright. They should probably die on the bottom line here. Yep, that'll do it. Which means that I don't have to worry about the top line. Nice. Guardian Stone. Apply armor 1 to friendly units is nice. We're not really an incant deck right now, though. I'm gonna pass this. Restoration Detonation is huge with the Titan Sentry in particular. Okay. Thank heck for that extra gold. So now I'm looking for... There's the extra armor I want. Extra health I want, rather, on the Titan Sentry. I could also give the Titan Sentry Endless. But if I do that, I don't have the ability to reroll here. So giving it Endless just means that I'd be able to replay it. No, we'll actually be healing it up. It'll be fine. There's the plus 25 health as well. And honestly, Icy Silophyte, I think you can get away with just taking the extra stats there. That also makes the Icy Silophyte much more resilient to enemies with thorns. Oh. Oh. Can we? When's our next Merchant of Steel? It's not in the next area, which is good, actually. Forgotten Boons, Merchant of Magic, Pyramanes, Darkforge, Merchant of Magic. Ooh, so if we take the Spike Driver Colony, we're waiting like until 6th area, the Wildwood, before we can actually really upgrade it. But that does give us enough time to get a decent amount of money. Okay. Okay. That might be really important to us later. We just don't know. Alright, we should be fine against Daedalus. Unless I've heavily miscalculated something somewhere, but I don't suspect that's the case. That bottom floor just had 1 taken away from it. Okay, so we'll have to set up on this floor. Which is fine. No real concern with having to do that. I don't play the Spike Driver colonies at all until I get them upgraded. Now, the reason for that is because the upgrades that you put on the first Spike Driver colony are the upgrades that get duplicated to the second one. So I don't play it because I don't want a second Spike Driver colony in my deck unless both of them are going to be upgraded. Because they just are pretty bad without that. I probably should have played the Mollusk Mage on the top floor there. Yeah, just sacrificed it. Speaking of sacrificing, let's throw away Train Stewards. That's already enough. Just giving some more spell weakness to the units that managed to get through because they had tanks. Great. More spell weakness to the boss, and end the turn, we're fine. Yeah, I don't want to mess with that. Nice. Next floor, it would have had a lot of spell weakness on it as well. Ancient Synergy, Adaptive Mutation, Shard Channeler. So it's not either of the second two. It's just whether or not we take the Ancient Synergy here. I'd love to take Ancient Synergy and give it Permafrost, because then it will actually reduce its cost with the Titan Claws. But the more important part of that is that it means that I will have the Ancient Synergy for the turn that the enemy has a bunch of spell weakness stacked on them by the Icy Silophyte. That is the boss, after they defeat my floor. I think that's actually a really good game plan as well. I don't think I'd take any of these. Okay. So I really want to cost reduce things. But also, I recognize the possibility that the next Tethys upgrade I pick up is the Conduit, where all of our damage spells on that floor cost -1, after which point the energy won't matter to me at all. Obviously, also, I'm going to cost decrease the Ice Tornado in one of the next two magic shops. So I think it's probably draw. It could have been Capacity if I really wanted to get the Mollusk Mage on the same floor. Permafrost, cost decrease the Ice Tornado, and then walk away, I think. Should I take the sweep? The reason I'm thinking about the sweep right now is because of two big dude floors. Yeah, I think I'm better against bosses than I am against two big dudes, and I think this is for two big dudes, this is for boss. I'm better against bosses because the Ancient Synergy hold. Okay. We can, in the worst case scenario, cast Ancient Synergy. We just don't really want to. Without the ability to heal that Titan Sentry, I do feel a bit weird, but also those Absolvers instantly die to the Icy Silophyte already, so I think I'm okay taking this challenge. I also really want the extra money because we have a Merchant of Magic in the next area and then a Merchant of Steel in the area after that, and I need a decent amount of money for each of those. Okay, great. The bottom floor having its size decreased would have been really tragic for us right now. So you'll take 12 damage right now. Right? And then next turn you take 11, so you're dead already. I think I need to throw out the Ancient Synergy right now as well. Okay. Let's go Frozen Lance first. The Mollusk Mage on the next floor for increasing the damage we deal to that Clipped Guardian with something normal, like a Frozen Lance. Got him. Got him. Nice. There's the Ancient Synergy, and thankfully it wasn't necessary at all. But if it was, we would have had it for the next hand. Okay. Decent amount of money right there. Ice Storm would be really good if I had the ability to take it. Cuddle Hex is really good, but I need the ability to defend it now. Can't not take it though. Cycle of Life, Focus Growth, Engraft. Engraft would be really good if I was trying to stack in cant triggers, but I'm not. Focus Growth is a large amount of healing as well as extra draw. I'm happy to take that and then double cost reduce it later. What artifacts would actually be incredible for us right now? In fact, are there any? There's obviously ones that would be nice, but are there any that are that transformative? So here are the general ones. Winged Steel would be nice. Tempered Talisman would be nice. Split Anvil would be nice. Pious Stone Housing would actually be really good. Okay, and then for the specific clans, I mean, a Forgotten Name is okay. Cuddle Beard would actually be incredible. Icicle Fracture would be incredible. Rest of that's okay. Then finally, Channel Heart, Cursed Vines, Gnarled Root. No. Okay, so basically none of the Awoken artifacts except for Thorn Fruit are really that useful there. But with the spell upgrades, we like decrease the cost of the focus growth. We can buff the Glimmer or the Ice Tornado with its damage. We can decrease the cost of the steel. Actually, I'm starting to feel more like going for the Merchant of Trinkets as I'm thinking about what I would even upgrade in the Merchant over there. None of those. Reroll. That's really unfortunate. Completely whiffed on seeing anything that would be useful for us there. Okay, we should probably cut some Frozen Lances right now, because we're going to be using the Train Stewards to try and protect our Cuddle Hexes on other floors. And the heals on my own frontliner are actually pretty significant as well. Enemy center with armor 15. Oh, that's an annoyance. That's really annoying, because that is... There are, like, what, 4 Clipped Guardians in front of a... Sorry, 4 Sycophants in front of a Clipped Guardians. That's 16 health by 4. 70-something health before I can even get to the Clipped Guardian. Although, Tethys Titanbane does cut through them. Huh. It's just I'm going to have to take extra damage to them, but taking the extra damage to them is pretty good for the Clipped Guardian. I think I'll take this. I'd love to dupe my Ancient Synergy right now. That'd be great. Okay, and then Cuddle Hex behind you, Train Steward. Freezing cards to me and then making them 0 cost is really good. It's just not going to be that impactful, I guess. Is it not that impactful, I guess? It's fine. It's good enough. Does its job. God, just an extra free card every single turn. Oh, so good. Oops. Gonna have to cast that one there in order to make up for it. Okay, and then another Train Steward. Pop the restore. Nice, just hold. Ooh, Focus Growth was the one that was frozen there. Nice. Now, extremely unfortunately here, you've got Sweep, and I wasn't planning around that. So if I even want to be able to hit you once with the Tethys, I have to double buff it with the Steel Enhancer. Fine then, I guess. It's okay, because we're stacking some spell weakness while we do that, and then dealing a bunch of damage with it. Got him. That second catch floor is actually a lot better than I'm giving it credit for. Ice Empire Glacial Seal. Don't have the capacity to put it down, but I'd like it. Unnamed Tome could actually save us from a bunch of stuff as well. I'll take that. I don't think we can take delayed solutions like that. I think we need immediate effects. Okay, so it's Merchant of Steel right now, right? It is. Cool. Merchant of Steel double removal is easy take right there. Multi-strike as well. Goods. I'm gonna give extra health to one of the mollusk mages, one of the mages here. I'll give it to the Cull Hex, I think. Quick. That's so good. Quick and multi-strike on that. Oh, it's so good. Now I just need 4 of them to die. Plus 25 health to the mollusk mage, just so that they're a kind of tanky floor by themselves and they don't just fall over. I like that. I like that. Now, cuts from the deck at this point, I think, to restores pretty easily. Alright. So hopefully this isn't Scourgefell. It's not. Great. So this should give me the ability to get as many of my Spike Drivers dead as I need to. I want as many of them dead as possible. Set up a bottom floor with them then? I guess so. I could Steel Enhance them. I think I will, because I'm going to get an extra copy of this into the discard pile. The enhancement is going to wear off at the end of the battle, but yeah, the Spike Driver colonies could actually end up being a legitimate fighting force here for us. Should have thrown the extra spell weakness against the Fel in the backline there. What do I even do here? Just throw that, I think. It'll die to the spell. To the spell, to the frostbite. None of that front liner there as well. And you're... if I play anything on that top line, it dies, right? I'm not guaranteed. There we go. You have Slay and Sweep. Okay, so I'm going to need to heal up Tethys as well. Or more reliably kill the front line. Ooh, this could... it contributes towards it, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Fine. Thank you, Train Steward, for being frozen there, because that's actually really good for just replacing you right now. Yeah, we've got another sweeper coming through here next turn, so I need a heal. Which is unfortunate, because it means I can't just pop off the Ancient Synergy right now. But I really want to. They have so much rage on them. I think I actually need to. So I'll be hoping for a heal next. Never mind, we found it. That's the no, but the restore is not going to have the regen on it as well, so I'm going to need something. Yeah, there we go. We got it. It's fine. Sucks. We're going to lose our top floor. Doesn't feel like I can really do too much about that right now. Would take way too large of an investment to have any impact. God, don't tell me this is actually going to fall apart right now. Like, I really thought this was strong. More sweeps coming up. No, okay, we'll restore the front line then. I think this is going to be final round start. There we are. Got so much spell weakness on you. I definitely have to keep the synergy. Unfortunately, that also means that Alabaster Guardian needs to die. Yeah, otherwise I never even reach the fell with the Frozen Synergy on the top line. Okay. One, two, kills that. I'll go for the big heal there. It's a lot of spell weakness on the boss. This is 90 damage. This one is 96. So let's go Energy Siphon first. Pop down a Spike Driver Colony as well, just in case, and then got him. So unfortunately, we only had 2 Spike Driver Colonies die there. We actually need another one to die before we actually get the effect we're looking for. A Woken Rail Spike would be really good. Yeah, because our own cost reduction has really been failing us. I'm also going to take capacity though. Alright. More spell upgrades or more minion upgrades? I think I'm done with minion upgrades. Yeah, I'm totally done with minion upgrades. Merchant Magic for plus 10 magic power, happily on like a Glimmer or a Restoration Detonation for 6. Yeah, it's Restoration Detonation. Oh, but the Ancient Synergy as well. I could consume remove my Woken's Rail Spike, but I don't have enough energy generation that I can play that multiple times and actually get good effects out of it. We need to make the more impactful things here easier to play. Like focus growth being very low cost would be nice. Making anything 0 cost is also really nice as well. Okay. Let's have a look at the Concealed Caverns first. Trapdoor and Steel Pulley Claw. I think Trap Shoot is actually probably the best. After they go through the Frostbite floor, just send them back down to the bottom. Speaking of the Frostbite floor, it's about to get a lot more powerful when I go to this Dark Forge and upgrade it for plus 20 to the attacked unit. This sweep is also now way more powerful. 30 damage sweep, as well as 20 damage from the Frostbite. The restores are getting worse and worse all the time. Alright. Let's get back out there. Great. This boss is going to be easy. Boss is totally fine because its revenge trigger is the only way that it actually deals damage. And that just won't be enough. So the Wiltwings deal 5 damage to the front enemy unit on death. And they only have 3 health. So I can kill them instantly with the Icy Silophyte if I don't give them the health from the armor emblem here. Which halves their damage effectively. I think I have to do that. Otherwise I have to find different floors to kill them on. Okay, Spike Driver Colony wants to go down at the moment. We're also going to this floor, go Tethys, Silophyte, Titan. Now it's just whether or not I go Cuddle Hex to freeze the Steel Enhancer and make it 0 cost by playing that on the top line, or if I use the Steel Enhancer on the Spike Driver Colony so they're better overall when I use them to kill later. I think freezing cards is too important to us. Nice. Even gets us some money there. In fact, yeah, let's do that. Seems good to me. The important thing here is I need to cast that Awoken Rail Spike. Getting all minions with it is really bad, though. Let's use the Spike Driver Colony to take that hit on the top line. Gildwing only deals 10 damage to us here. I'm okay with that, I think. Not happy about it, but I'm okay with it. Okay. Restoration and Detonation would be so much better after... You know what? I'm going to kill the front 3 with that, and then I'm going to use the Restoration Detonation so the Gilded Wing is already taken care of. And I can use like an Ice Tornado to kill the top line as well. Great. We can't use the Unnamed Tome to remove the Extinguish triggers from the Wiltwings because it does consume. Okay, so for a second there I was like, wait a second. Am I about to say it consumes and it doesn't consume? Am I about to dummy? Thankfully it wasn't the case. Can I cycle the deck in full again before the next boss? Do I have to cycle the deck in full again before the next boss? I don't think so. I don't think that's essential for us here. I do need to find a way to heal up that that boy, though. Boy needs healing. So let's start by healing the boy. There we go. Pop some of these extras in hand down on the bottom line. Do I want to keep an Ice Tornado? I think I will. Just in case. Okay. Let's silence y'all. Health. Health wherever I can get it here. God, we're going to have so many Spike Driver Colonies in this deck. It's going to be wild. I'm so glad in retrospect that I went for the capacity because of this. Just put it on the unit that needs to live. Okay. God, I would be powering them up so much if I didn't have the ability to... Yeah, completely got him easily. Let's daze you for 2 turns. Let's get you to kill another Spike Driver colony. Heck, we'll just get even more powerful from that. Yeah, I don't think we could have lived with the extra armor. Alright. So now... Oh, another Cuddle X. I have the extra capacity. I might actually be able to take it. Yeah. None of those. Oh, but that could have been used to descend the Mollusk Mage onto the mid-floor! Dang it! Hef approaches the train, improves our Spike Driver with plus 20 damage. So now we have 63 damage, quick, per Spike Driver. It's pretty good. And how many Spike Drivers do we have in the deck? Well, approximately. We have 10. We have 10 of them. We need to continue upgrading spells, I think. Look at the Merchant of Trinkets. Spells gain an extra upgrade slot. Yeah, I love that. I love that a lot right now. I don't know if I'm gonna end up utilizing it at all, though. Oops. Should make a couple of things 0 cost that I just always want to cast. So plus 25 health and plus 2 draw each turn. Or do I want plus 20 health as well as nuke the frontliner for probably 100 damage every turn? The 100 damage. I think that's way more important there. Double removal. Okay, definitely a restore right now. Train stewards are no longer necessary. We have progressed past the need for train stewards. I've got to make sure that I don't burn my most important spell in the deck. That being the Restoration Detonation. We do need to set up on a relatively low line because of the Purifiers, though. Even if the Silo fight goes here. Even if the Silo fight goes here, we have room for the Cuddle Hex. No, Cuddle Hex will go on the top line by itself, I think. Gosh, I really hope that I get healing for this. Silo fight down. I'm gonna energy siphon the boss so that I can awoken Rail Spike here. Yikes. Thankfully, the Frozen Lance got frozen there, which is actually really nice because I do need a card to play before I play out the Restoration Detonation. These floors are really good. As soon as I can get the Icy Silofied above 10 as well, the Purifiers will die before they attack, so I save 3 per Purifier. Alright. It's like an absolute bomb drop. Hey, and even just go for the healing as well. Yeah, I want my magic power on this bottom floor. Specifically for upgrading our healing spells. Hello, magic power. It's time for you to go on the bottom floor. And Cuddle Hex on the top. I can't cast any spells this turn unless I throw out the Ice Tornado first. I think I will. I need to keep the Titan Sentry healthy. It's huge. It's really important. Monumentally important to us. Whether or not it'll ultimately be relevant is a completely different question. You don't have any triggers, do you? So using your name tomed on you doesn't really make sense. So I might as well use it right now. So that I have the ability to... And also draw extra cards. Just do everything I'd really like there. There we go. Cool. Ah, I should have played out the Vengeful Shard. Just didn't think I would have had the ability to. Okay. Expand. Explode. Just a game. Nothing else I can really do this turn. Time for the final wave, and this is not killing yet, but that's to be expected. I want the Ancient Synergy when the Seraph the Diligent goes up. So I don't want to play Glimmer here, because then the Seraph the Diligent loses the 4 stacks of spell weakness for very little effect from the Glimmer. Yeah. It's too minimal. Alright, I think we're done there. Okay. Heck of a lot of spell weakness, friend. Why don't you let me stack that one just one more higher, and then... Nice amount of damage right there. All right, that's our Covenant 22 win right there. Whew, felt really good about that. That was a very, very strong start. A very great collection of clans like Stygian Awoken. Oh, be still my beating heart. They have so much they can do together. Heavy enemy units have increased health. Oof. So that makes the big dudes even bigger. Oh no. That kind of terrifies me. But we are getting ever closer to the crown of the max rank Covenant victory. Until then though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train. There is a link in the description down below with all of my content on this game, past, present, and future. And hopefully we'll see you next time.